Welcome to the 16th Annual Video Festival. Before we start, it's really important for you to know that this whole thing is put together by volunteers. The ACM NE board, many members of the board are here today, worked tirelessly on our three-day event, which started with a trade show, and then a conference and special awards, and finally culminating in today. Will members of the board please stand and wave so people can say thank you. Secondly, there was another group very instrumental in making this happen today, and that is our New Hampshire chapter, the NHCCM. Will members of that group please stand and wave? And we want to say thank you. So as you know, Tightrope Media Systems was our presenting sponsor. We also want to especially thank the PBD Access Telecommunications group, who do all the logistics for this competition to make sure your videos get cataloged, sent to the judges, get returned, and get you judging sheets so you can make your show even better than it was last year. Thank you, PBD. So, this is a great moment for all of you. It really is. I hope you're cherishing it. I hope you're enjoying it thoroughly, because this is the culmination of your hard work and dedication in local media. You're the ones that are out in your communities who are producing the shows, who are touching on the issues, showing sports, kids, seniors, veterans, representing a lot of groups that maybe don't get represented in the mainstream media every day. What you do is important, and that's what we heard at yesterday's keynote speech, that what we do is important because it is local, it's personal, it's human. I mean, we use a lot of technology, but when it comes down to it, what we do is about humans communicating with humans. So, but enough of the serious stuff. We have something very special for you. We're going to kick off this show with just the right attitude. Let's go.
Welcome to the Rating Game. I'm your host. Insert name here. We're trying to hook up an ordinary member of our community with the right studio. But first, let us meet our contenders. Studio One is a large metropolitan center with a multi-million-dollar studio and shareholders hungry for a big profit. Welcome, Big For-Profit Studio. Studio 2 is a production house that churns out commercials and programs with professional staffing for generous rental fees. Welcome, Production House Studio. Studio 3 is a community-based PEG studio with a dedicated staff, inclusive policies, and comprehensive training. Welcome, Community Access Studio. And now let's meet our contestant. She's a family cook who can whip up anything from chicken soup for a sick child to filet mignon for a dinner party. Meet I'm a Cook. So, I'm a cook. We have 3 studios here, which might be the right studio for you, to start your cooking show. Are you ready?
I sure am. All right. I've got my questions right here. Studio number 1. If I brought you a sample of my famous lasagna and a proposal for a cooking program, how would our meeting go?
Well, after I ate some of your lasagna, I would probably look at your proposal and try to ascertain how we can make money off of it. If I can't see the potential, I'd file your proposal in the outbox.
Well, is it vegetarian or meat lasagna?
Whichever you prefer.
Well, I love lasagna, so we would sit down to eat it. Then I would work up a proposal for the production, schedules, and costs. When you gave me a deposit, we'd begin your show.
Oh, well, at least you like the food. Studio 3?
Well, we would sit down and chat about your idea and see if there are trade members or interns or someone else who can help you. Or if you have family members or friends who would like to help you do this, we'd set up a training just for them. Then we would eat your lasagna and share it with anyone who's around, because the fastest way to get a crew is to feed them.
You can say that again. Okay, what's your next question?
Thanks. Studio number 1. I have always envisioned myself as the next Rachel Ray, a famous network star. But I've never hosted a TV show before. How would you support me in becoming a famous host?
We'd have you take a screen test, go through makeup and wardrobe, and make sure you appeal to our viewing demographics. Then you do a pilot and we'd show it to our test audience, but if the audience didn't like you, we'd have to find your replacement.
What? Rude much? Studio number 2.
Well, you can host anything with us, and since you pay by the hour, we don't care how long you take.
Well, I see. Studio number 3?
Well, we do offer some training on how to host a show, and we can review your outline to look for places where you can make the transition smoother. As long as you're willing to work at it, we're willing to help.
Wow! That's so great!
Okay, Ima. This is your final question. Make it count.
Thanks. Studio number 1. When my program is done, how will you schedule and distribute it?
Well, we'll go by your demographic appeal and what sponsors are willing to pay to purchase commercial time during your show. Then we'll pick your airtime and frequency based on that.
Demographic appeal. Studio number 2?
Well, the production is yours since you pay for it, so you can approach Studio 1 here and ask them to air it. Or suppose you can start a YouTube channel.
Studio number 3. Please tell me there's a better option.
Well, we'll work with you to find the best airtime slot we can and hopefully give you multiple airings a week. We also offer video on demand and streaming on the internet, some for just a small fee, and other stations will do it for free. And of course, number 2 is right. You can just put it on YouTube if you want. The video belongs to you, so it's all yours.
All right. You've heard from all 3 of our studios here tonight.
Yes, I have.
Audience, let's hear from you. Should Ima choose Studio 1? How about Studio 2? And Studio 3? Well, looks like the audience have made their choice. It's all up to you now, Ima. Who do you choose?
I am choosing studio number 3!
Yeah.
All right!
All right.
Tune in next time when we try to help another community member start their own show. Also check out next year when Alma enters her new cooking show in the Alliance for Community Media Video Festival. Welcome, everyone, and enjoy the show.
And as you can see, it was produced by our friends at Concord TV, Concord, New Hampshire. They're sitting right here in the front table. Great job. Welcome again. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Keith Thibault. I'm the director of Fall River Community Media in Fall River, Massachusetts. I'm also on the board of directors of the Alliance for Community Media Northeast Region. I want to welcome you to our 16th annual Video Festival Awards ceremony. I'm going to make sure that things move along because we do have quite a bit of awards to give out today, and you're all interested in seeing your award, getting your awards. First place viewers will see their clips. So my job here is to just move things along and keep us on pace. I say this every year. People want me to do a song and dance like the Academy Awards. Well, that's not going to happen. One, you don't want to hear me sing or see me dance. But I do want to do one thing that was done at this year's Academy Awards. I need help. Come on. Remember? Alexander, come on. Who wants to join me? Okay, come on. Come on. The light is kind of poor, but we'll see what we can do here. I'm going to go low like Ellen did. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. All right. You will soon see this on our Facebook page once I send it to Deb Rogers. Give me a minute here. Talk amongst yourselves. So I want to at least send one out. So again, this is a day for you, as we had said before. This is a great opportunity for you to share with each other and with our region your successes over the past year. One of the things I will do while I'm sending the photo is talk about how the procedure will run today. We are going to follow the order that is in your program. So the first category will be arts and entertainment. That'll be the first category. That'll be arts and theater, rather, that will be called up. I'm going to be listing the order in reverse order. So I'll be mentioning third place winners, second place winners, then the first place winner. When I call your name, second and third place winners will go to my right, your left. There's a table right up front here where you can pick up your certificates and also take a photo right to the right of the screen, left of the screen on your side. First place winner, please make your way right up to the table. You will receive your plaque from Karen Hayden, and then you'll have the opportunity to come up on stage and say a few words of thanks. And that's how we're going to go. We're just going to keep moving the program right along. Let me quickly send the photo. I haven't done that yet. Deb, you're going to get it soon. Ready? Here we go. All right, it's on your way. Although the cell phone service in here is not good. You may not get it for a while. So, all right, so that's how the program's going to work. So if we're ready, no need to wait. Let's get started. Oh, a couple of other things. If no one is here to receive their awards, I will make a blanket statement and receive it on behalf of that organization or individual. And I'm going to do my darndest to get all your names correct, pronounced correctly. I apologize in advance if I fail to do so. All right, let's get started. Our first category is arts and theater. In the non-professional division, our third place winner is Parallels, Stephen Seawalk, DCAT in Danvers. Second place is the Forgotten Knick-Knack, Daniel Lee from BevCam. And our first place winner is The Girl from the Third Floor, Melinda Garfield, Shelby Levinson, and Angela Horror from New TV. Come on up.
I want to ask her out, but whenever I try to talk to women, I always screw something up. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah, man, remember that Secretary Michelle? You
made her cry talking about her elbows. How was I supposed to know she had psoriasis? Whatever, man. You know, this is new Pete. I'm gonna go talk to the girl from the 3rd floor and I'm not gonna screw this up. Hey, you're new here, right? I'm Pete.
Petey, you're not gonna believe what happened. The vending machine guy, he forgot to lock up the machine after he stocked it full of food. We gotta go grab all the Swedish fish we can get before he realizes what happens. Come on, buddy, let's go, let's go.
Are you serious, man? You just completely messed up my chance with the girl from the 3rd floor. She was just about to say something.
Man, I'm sorry. I thought we were on the same page with the Swedish fish.
Who cares about the Swedish fish?
I thought you'd be more excited about this.
She was just about to talk to me. And now, I have to make an even better impression to make up for your psychotic episode.
All right, man, all right. I'm sorry. I won't do this again. Man.
Thank you. On behalf of New TV, we made this film with one of our Northeastern co-op interns. So it was written, directed, and shot by her. And we highly advocate getting interns and helping them make a demo reel so that they can improve their future too. Thank you.
Arts and Theater Professional Division, our 3rd place winner is the Folklorist, John Horrigan, Andrew Eldridge, and Angela Harrer from New TV. 2nd place, the Portrait Series, Eric Archer and Rebecca Tober from Cape Ann TV. And our 1st place winner, Back to the Future, Ron Cox, James Mudge, and the MATV staff, Malden TV.
This incredible story started out simply enough. It was a gorgeous late summer day in September. The air was crispy clean, the sun was shining, and I had no idea what was about to happen. I should have realized right away there was something wrong. Hey, what's going on? He's not working.
Welcome to MATV. How can I help you?
Oh, yes, you must be the new intern.
Really not. I've been here for 4 years and I've never met you.
What are you talking about? I'm Ron Cox. I work here.
Ron Cox, I thought you were dead. Wait a minute. Are you that Ron on the plaque that says, Ron, one more edit and I'm out of here, Cox, in edit suite 1?
Yes, as you can see, I'm very much alive. What's your name? Thank you very much. You know, this past year, MATV celebrated 25 years of bringing community media to Malden, and we wanted to do something really special. This video was part of that, and I want to thank two of the original ED directors here in Malden at MATV was Jeff Hansel. I want to thank him. I also want to thank Rika Welsh, who this was dedicated to, my mentor, and got me involved in community media. And I also want to thank James Mudge, who was the cameraman, did a great job, and was a great actor. So community media is bringing a lot of people together, and we were great to have all these people help make this video happen. So on behalf of all of them, I want to thank you, and community media rocks.
Our next category is Children and Youth in the non-professional division. 2nd place, Sarah Gardner's Music Hour. Sarah Gardner, NPA TV, Norwood, Mass. And our 1st place winner, Marblehead Youth News, the kids and parents of MYN, Marblehead Community Access and Media.
Wow, Emily, this next story is awesome. We have Danny reporting on Leon's RoboHand. Leon is a local middle school student who is using a 3D printer to design prosthetic hand. Here's Danny to tell us more about that.
Hi, I'm Danny from Marblehead Youth News, and here I have Leon McCarthy. Yeah, hello. And we just have a few questions for you here today. So, you've been on the news a lot lately about your RoboHand, so can we see it? Yeah, here it is. Cool. So, why exactly do you need this hand?
I need this hand because when I was born,
I was born with no fingers on my left hand, so I'm unable to pick things up because I have no fingers. So we built this prosthetic so I can pick objects up.
So how did you make it?
I built this hand using the 3D printer. We printed all the pieces, and you print out pegs, and you clip it all together like Legos.
On behalf of the amazing kids of Marblehead Youth News and their parents, I just want to thank you.
Next category, Children and Youth Professional Division, our third place winner. It's story time with Mrs. Gorelick and Alphabet Arcostic. Carol Gorelick, Frank Wallent, and Louise Wallent from Nashua, ETV, New Hampshire. Second place, Beeman Ballroom Experience, Lisa Smith, Cape Ann TV. And our first place winner is Be a Buddy, Jess Wilson, Rosemary Holloway, and Roberta Pennington, RETN, Burlington, Vermont.
So on behalf of 380 students at Rick Marcotte Central School and the amazing folks at RETN who helped us put our song into a musical video form way above our imaginings, we'd just like to say a great big thank you very, very much to Scott, to Jess, to Doug. Thanks for your vision that helped us to reach ours.
Thank you.
Next category is Community Impact, non-professional, and third place, For Pets' Sake, Natalie Watson and the Animal Rescue League of New Hampshire, Bedford Community Television. Second place, Call to Serve, Kathleen Corey Rami, Al Grant, and Corrine LaCharity, Methuen Community Television. And first place, No Country for Old Buildings, Matt Peugeot, BevCam.
You had this magnificent train depot made out of granite, solidly built, beautiful clock tower, giving accurate time. It was really the center of activity in Portland, Maine, for quite a long time. And then the railroads went into decline. When you build a highway, it's really funding the competition of the railroads. And the railroad companies just couldn't compete. Eventually, they sold off their depot, and a developer got a hold of it. And in 1961, it was demolished. The building was so well put together, it actually took them quite a long time to take it down. I think it was about around 6 weeks. It was a shame because this building had a restaurant, beautiful ornamentation, and they don't build things like this anymore. But back in the day, it was just seen as an obsolete relic of a bygone era. Who needed it? But now, over 50 years later, people in Portland wish they had that building now. They wish it had never, ever been torn down.
I'd like to thank everyone at BevCam. Such an amazing environment, such great people. This program, No Country for Old Buildings, was really born out of, unfortunately, print journalism's failure to cover our side of the story. They were cheerleaders for development, development, development. They even called people who wanted to question development foes. I've never been called a foe before, but I think I'm actually a pretty nice guy. So fortunately, I found my way to BevCam where the other side of the story could be heard. And I think as far as community impact goes, cable access is more important now than it probably ever has been in quite a long time because of what's been happening with print journalism and how some stories and some perspectives just seem to fall through the cracks. So once again, I'd like to thank everyone for making this possible and for all the encouragement everyone at BevCam gave me to be up here today. Thank you.
Community impact in the professional division, our third place winner, New Bedford High School Graduate Profiles, Dana DeBarros, New Bedford Cable Network. Second place, QPTV Presents, Queen's Perspectives, and A Clip in Time, Still Grieving, Daniel J. Leone, Rosalind Nieves, and Madeline Johnson, QPTV, Flushing, New York. And our first place winner, Haven from Hunger, Feeding Those in Need, Elaine McCabe, Dave Kendrickin, and Courtney Kent from Peabody Access Telecommunications.
The Haven has been in operation since 1986. I've been running the Haven since November 2010. I'd like to think the economy is getting better, but the numbers here don't show it. There are more working poor people in this area than they were when I started. When I first was here, we had 60, 65 people come through the door a day. A day like today, we'll see probably 100 to 120 clients come through, and I don't see it slowing down. We do intakes 2 to 3 every day. Every morning, my truck drivers go out and make 11 stops in the community for donations, which brings you everything that we see here.
We go to Trader Joe's every day. They basically give us meats, fruits and vegetables. We'll go down to Giorsi's after that. Then we're off to Perfecto's. And we get a lot from Costco's. Off to Shaw's.
So this project is an excellent example of how community media can assist with a local nonprofit organization. The Haven from Hunger is the Peabody's local food pantry, and this was entered to assist them with their capital campaign, and they're now able to expand their facility, and they entered it in another competition, which also helped them get a capital grant. So starting with this project, this organization is growing. This was a great project for the staff. Elaine McCabe, who spearheaded the project, she's off getting her doctorate now in Ireland, but a very important project for her and the rest of the staff. So.
Our next category is Diversity and Empowerment, Non-Professional Division. Our third place winner, The African Dream, Oral Afori and Rian Opelt, WPAA-TV and Media Center in Connecticut. Second place, Career Fair, Ellen O'Brien, Four Village Studio, Floral Park, New York. And our first place winner, Needs, Service Dogs for the Disabled, Leslie Pava, Jeffrey Geibel from Peabody Access Telecommunications.
Leslie Pavia. In January of 1994 on Super Bowl Sunday, I suffered a stroke when a blood vessel in my brain burst while I was sleeping. The good news is I recovered enough to compete in walking several half marathons. I'm here today with my guests Marie and Bob Swain. Welcome. They're from Needs, and they have brought with them Waldo, their perfect little dog.
Thank you, Leslie.
You're awesome. Is it okay to give Waldo a treat?
Sure. I'll get him up, and I thank you for asking. Waldo, go say hello to Leslie.
Come here. Look at the camera.
Okay.
No. Okay.
Waldo, good boy. Over here.
Just a brief history about me. First of all, God gave me a second chance at life when He saved me from a stroke in 1994. And the medical world would probably know it as the AVM. But to give you a little bit of history on the project that you just saw, I did not want to waste my second chance, so I developed a cable TV show called Surviving Every Day. So to reveal how needs came about, I started with, basically it was the divine connection when I met Bob and Swain and Waldo on the ride. You see, I just came from a restaurant and I had a doggy bag with me and I put it right by Waldo's nose. So he didn't react. The dog did not react. I was so impressed that I had Bob, along with his wife Marie, who, by the way, is a puppy trainer for needs. And if you'd like to meet both of them, you can meet them afterwards. But I had them on the show, Surviving Every Day. Like I said, I was totally impressed with them. But the way this comes about is because my director, with his knack for timing, his amazing wisdom, and his just his fine motor skills in the edit suite, along with all you guys that voted for us, I'm now standing before you now. So thank you. And just real quick, I do want to thank Camille Bartlett and Jim Palmer for their amazing support, as well as the Northeast Alliance for the fact that they give us this opportunity. So I also want to congratulate any of the award winners and hope that I'm here again next year. Thank you.
Next up is Diversity Empowerment Professional Division. Our third place winner, actually it's the second place tie. Cape Verdean Festival 2013, Mark Lindy, Jay Miller, and Aaron Thibault, Brockton Community Access. The other second place winner, QPTV presents Understanding Mental Illness, Episode 4, Journeys. Daniel J. Leone, John Collins, and Bob Strally, QPTV, Flushing, New York. And our first place winner, Autism Speaks Live Show 2013, Deb Toshi and Chris Wenziski Jr., Nantucket Community Television.
Welcome back to our special on Autism Speaks, and I am excited about the cookies, but I'm also excited that Don and Tina are here from Petticoat Row Bakery.
Oh, thank you.
It's so nice to have you here. Do you want me to hold the cookies?
No, I'm
okay.
comfy.
Well, I was hoping you'd say yes. Tell me why Autism Speaks for you guys personally, why you put your energy and enthusiasm behind this organization.
Well, from my point of view, it's because we're Nantucketers. That's really the bottom line. We're a community bakery, and it's cookies that we contribute. It's a win-win. It's just because we live here, and we know so many people. And it's a good event to be a part of. And even our daughter, who's 16, she's enamored by wanting to volunteer.
Right.
It's just a good feeling. And
there's a lot of energy around, locally around Autism Speaks.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Nantucket Community Television opened its doors in May 2012, so we're thrilled to accept this award. Thank you.
Our next category is Documentary Profile, Non-Professional, again a second place tie. The Prehistoric Project with Fred Sorwich from BevCam TV. Second place, Down by the River's Edge, Susan Gagnon, JP Fortier, and Jeff Sear, Mount Blue TV. And our first place winner, Behind the Illusion, Shin Lim Revealed, Jason Nelkin, Acton TV.
Hi, I'm Jason's very proud father. Jason's in college on the West Coast, so he sent an acceptance note here. And Shin, by the way, is in the audience, subject to this amazing magician. Jason said, I am genuinely surprised and humbled to have received the first place award in the documentary profile category at this year's Video Festival for Behind the Illusion. Since I am currently on the opposite coast for school, unfortunately I'm unable to attend the ceremony tonight. However, I'd like to extend my long-distance thanks to a number of people. These include Ron Zimmerman, Simon Bunyard, Rick Deegan, Dick Calandrala, and everyone else at Acton TV. Also my parents, Helen and Les, who may be reading this to you right now, and of course Shin and the rest of the Lim family, without whom there would be no documentary in the first place. Both because they are its subject and because without them, I may have never discovered my interest in filmmaking. Thank you again, and congratulations to the winners, nominees, and to anyone who has ever made the decision to share their creativity with their community.
Documentary Profile Professional Division, third place, Living History at the Old State House. Michael Miner, Jennifer Leclerc, MMTV, Melrose, Massachusetts. Second place, M. Dwizzy Profile, Mark Dwyer, Jeff Toshi, Nantucket Community Television. And our first place winner, A Visit to Dairy Delight, Ron Koch, James Mudge, Malden Access TV.
How about you? Oh, you look happy. You ready for some ice cream? No?
I don't want to.
Don't want to be on camera?
I don't want anybody to know you're
having
having
You don't want to know you have a craving for ice cream?
Because it's the third time I've been here today.
Hey, who's this guy? Is this guy that helps buys your ice cream?
He's the guy that buys
Buy
my
the
ice cream.
Now, she's been here 3 times today. I mean, she doesn't look like she's been here 3 times.
She wears it well.
She wears it well, so you must go running after this.
I should.
Now, here you are at Dairy Delight. Have you decided what flavor you want?
Hot fudge sundae.
That sounds pretty good. You're making me hungry. Will you buy me an ice cream? Sure. Oh, this is great. Oh, here they are. Yeah. Look, they're unveiling. See their faces.
Thank you.
Huh? What do you think?
I love it. Awesome. It's cool.
Hey, what do you think? That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
Now, you did this pretty quick. This takes talent.
Yeah, it's especially with people wiggling around.
Right. So who's making them wiggle?
The ice cream, definitely.
So, coming away from doing the production of this video is the one thing I learned that it's not religion, it's not politics, it's not ideals, it's ice cream that brings a community together. And it's so wonderful just to show up with a camera and someone who's on fire and just let the people talk and just have a great time doing it. So, on behalf, thank you.
Next category is Documentary Event, Non-Professional Division. Third place, Lip Sync 2013, Nick Doig, Bevcam from Beverly, Massachusetts. Second place, Bread and Roses on Trial, Tom Graduates, Fran Graduates, and Michelle Houle from Methuen Community Television. And in first place, Essex County Ghost Project, Tom Spitaleri and Bill Amels from Haverhill Community Television.
Welcome to another edition of the Essex County Ghost Project television show. Today, we're back in Rhode Island, and we're actually in Warwick, Rhode Island right now. Keith Johnson.
Hello,
thank you,
Tom. Good to see you again.
Yes, good seeing you. Relatively newer looking, but older cemetery here. Why don't we explain why you might think there was some paranormal experiences here?
Well, this particular place, for one thing, it's by running water. Plus, there was nearby an asylum, a poor farm, and some of the residents were buried here, so we have some unmarked graves here. We don't know who's buried where in some spots. And of course, Rhode Island has a history of vampirism.
Yes.
We're the vampire capital of the United States because relatives would die one after the other from diseases such as tuberculosis, which they called consumption. So they would go digging up their relatives looking for an incorruptible. If somebody seemed pretty fresh when they should have decayed, then that was an indication that they were feeding off their relatives.
I want to thank everybody for that, this award. Came as a shock to me, actually. I got the call, I was at work, almost broke my $700 phone because it almost fell out of my hand. But it could not have been done without the help of my team, my girlfriend who puts up with the traveling that we do, and we do a lot of traveling. She's here. And Jay over here, who did a ton of work helping me get this video together. He did most of the video for this, so I'm very happy. In order to put something like this together, it takes a full team effort. And that team includes the Haverhill Community Access TV team, everybody that works there, all the volunteers, because putting shows together like this, and we've done over 70 episodes now, takes a lot of work, a lot of time, and it's fun. And it's about educating the public. That's what public access is all about. Even though it's on the paranormal, we bring in people who are professionals in the field, or paraprofessionals, to explain what they do in the paranormal field. So the public can understand that paranormal isn't just running around with meters in your hand doing ghost hunting in the house. Again, I want to thank everybody and have a great day.
Next up, documentary event professional division, third place, North TV Reports, The Great Recession. Peter Gay, Megan Miller, and Michelle Lucier, North TV, North Attleboro, Massachusetts. Second place, Whale Awareness Documentary, Jeff Toshi from Nantucket Community Television. And in first place, Veterans Fishing Trip 2013, BevCam.
On Tuesday, July 9th, the U.S. Army 101st Airborne Division Association sponsored its second annual Veterans Fishing Trip. Veterans from all areas of the North Shore, including New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Maine, as well as a group from Boston, gathered at the Bridge Marina in Salisbury, Mass. for the 8 a.m. departure aboard the Clipper Fleet's Sundance 2 fishing ground.
Yeah, and I'm here on fishing trip number 2, Veterans Fishing Trip number 2, and I'm here with the primary organizer, Dick Kelly. Dick, what do you think?
Oh, looks like we're going to be in for a good day.
In that clip, you just saw our ED, who is not here, Walt Kosmowski, with the organizer, Dick Kelly. Dick approached us 2 years ago to cover this fishing trip that essentially helped with local area veterans just to have them get out, meet each other, socialize and mingle, and it kind of turned into a thing. We did 2 years. This year we did a whale watch, which was interesting, and we're in the process of editing and hope to enter next year for the competition. But on behalf of Dick Kelly, Walt, BevCam staff, volunteers, thank you so much, ACM&E.
Instructional and Training, Non-Professional Division, third place winner, Art in Action, Marvin Mendelson, MMTV, Melrose, Mass. Second place, the Art and Flow of Aikido, Ted Goodman and Ed Keith, ACMI, Arlington, Massachusetts. And our first place winner, Technically Speaking, Stephanie Larkin, 4 Village Studio, Floral Park, New York.
Okay, welcome to Technically Speaking.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure. And if I'm going to talk about an Xbox, well, first of all, if I'm going to take one on the set and basically steal it right out from under your nose, I figured I better invite you too.
Yeah, I would be pretty mad if I was at home alone.
Yeah, well, that's true. If you were home and the Xbox wasn't, I don't know what you'd be doing right now.
Gosh.
So it's good it's here. I'm glad you're here. So we want to talk to our viewers about, well, first of all, how to set it up, because, you know, suppose somebody wanted to buy one and maybe surprise people. Is it a hard setup?
It's not a hard setup at all.
Oh, okay. Not so bad. I like easy setups. I have here our television set. I have an Xbox, power cords, What do I do first?
Well, the first thing you're going to do is plug in the TV.
That would definitely help. Okay, let me just make sure there's the right wire, and we'll plug in the TV set. All right, TV is plugged in.
Awesome. The next thing we're going to use is the Xbox Power Strip.
A power strip. Talk about service.
Stephanie couldn't be here today, so I'm accepting this in her honor, and she wanted to let everybody know she had a lot of fun making this video with her son, and Four Village Studio is thanking the Alliance for this award.
Always great to get a Star Wars reference in there, isn't it? Instructional and Training Professional Division, 3rd place, All Fired Up Beer Show. Steve Eulis, Paul Bedoin, and Barbara Chisholm, WACA-TV, Ashland, Massachusetts. 2nd place, Let's Fill Out the Census 2013. Stephen DiCarlo, Jimmy Del Ponte, and Joe Constantine, Somerville City Cable. And 1st place, Garage X, Dan Young, Matt Holland, Steve Belanger, and Chris Quimby, Access Nashua.
I'm Matt. And I'm Steve. We're car guys all the way. We like V8s, Turbo 4s, imports, domestics, all makes, all models. If it's got a motor, we're in. And we're going to try and make it go faster. We've been at this a long time, but we're still finding stuff that we just don't know. So come with us as we build some cars. We're going to go talk to the pros. And we're going to talk to enthusiasts like you. And together we'll tackle all sorts of projects throughout New England. We'll show you how they do it, how we do it, and how you can do it in your own garage on a budget that hopefully we can all afford. This is Garage X. Real cars, real people, real budgets.
I want to show you guys just how bad the suspension's got. The upper and lower ball joints in the front are just completely wasted. So here's the issue. When we check the front end on these trucks, you shouldn't have any play this way, which is bad. In this case, we're pretty tight, so that's okay. But you also shouldn't have any play this way. And I got a lot of play that way. The DJM suspension kit actually replaces those parts anyways, so we're going to lower the truck and fix a problem all in one fell swoop.
Well, thank you all. It was a great honor to receive this award, and we have a long list of people to thank, but I'll let Dan do that. The whole concept behind Garage X really was I've been working with these guys for years fixing cars, and there was just some things that you never got a chance to do in the shop, like build cool cars, build hot rod engines, that kind of stuff. So well, actually, in all honesty, I was going back to school and I needed parts for my truck, and I figured it'd be a good way to get people to send me free parts, and it worked. But I brought the idea to Dan, because he's a video guy and he was building his portfolio, and I said, Dan, I got this idea. Let's get the guys in the shop and get you in there with the camera and just, because it's always silly, so just let's get it on film and see what happens. And Dan said, well, I got somebody you should talk to. Why don't we go down to Access Nashua? I didn't even know Nashua had an access channel. Yeah. So we headed down there, and we were getting ready to pitch the show, and we had our notes, and, we're going to sell them on this. And we opened the door, and Dick goes, Dan. And Dan goes, Dick. And we left with a bunch of video cameras and microphones. It was awesome. So anyways, that's the story behind it. We got a whole lot more stuff coming out, and we're going to try to push our production envelope, what we can do this year especially. So I'm excited to show you guys what's coming up. Thank you.
And just real quick, we'd also like to thank the ACMNE. We already thanked Dick over there. We'd like to thank the City of Nashua for taking a chance on Access Nashua 4 years ago, and of course our family and our friends and the crew. Thank you.
Issues and the Political Process is up next. Non-Professional Division, 3rd place. What's happening? Gail Burke, Elliot Margolis, and George Binns, BevCam. 2nd place, 2013 BOE Candidates Forum, Jeff Leone and Doug Beals, Nashua ETV. And 1st place, Table Talk with Tom Cummings, Public Access episode number 218, Tom Cummings, NPA TV, Norwood, Massachusetts.
Live from the Dick Keith studio, I'm Tom Cummings, and this is Norwood Table Talk. I suggest you stay with us. I know the ball game's on. We all know the ball game's on, but that's not on until 8 o'clock. We're on until 8 o'clock, and then we go off. So, you can tape anything else if you want to. I suggest you stay with us live. Sponsored by TGI Friday. Thank you, Mr. David Spiegel. On camera, Erin Crowley. My commentary this evening is as follows. The Committee of 17 has finished their review on how to finance a new public works facility. Much effort has gone into this very important project. Applause goes out to that Committee of 17. Keep in mind, they are volunteers, and a well done to all of them. I'd like to hear from you, 781-769-478. Some of the topics we'll hope to discuss tonight, the Public Works project.
Thank you. It's very difficult to follow what has happened this evening, but I just want to thank the Alliance for Community Media for putting this show on. Really put it on a great job. They really did. I also want to thank Norwood Public Access Television, where I do my shows, better known as NPA. NPA President Scott Murphy, Attorney Scott Murphy, is over here on my left, and the station manager Jack Tolman is somewhere in front of me doing some more television about me. Assistant Manager Megan Staffier Corbett, who's not here tonight, she just turned this whole thing around. And I've never heard anybody in my time, and I've been around for a long time, probably more than anybody here tonight, and I never heard anybody get 2 promotions in about 30 days. That's how good she is, and that actually happened, okay? Sarah Sullivan is the business manager. Mike Maloof and Eric McLaughlin, staff producers. I just want to say something about Eric McLaughlin. Last Wednesday, I'm on live TV. All my shows are live TV. I had 2 11-year-olds up there, 2 kids I've never met in all my life. They never had anything to do with my show. We were going live at 6 o'clock. Erica come over and said, Tom, we have some wiring problems up here. We can't do everything we want to do. I says, no problem, we'll do a great job. Those 2 11-year-olds, along with Eric McLaughlin, what a job they did. They did a great job for me, and I really appreciate that, All the staff, by the way, at Norwood MPA that does the programs are all high school graduates. All the staff is high school graduates, and that also makes me feel good. Now I'm going to go into what is it really all about. It's about our youth at Norwood High School. These kids have been so great, they really have, and that's why I continue to do it. I do it all for them. Hey, I'm a celebrity in the town of Norwood. No question about it. Forget about that. I'm not even interested in that. I'm interested in these young kids, and boy, have they done great. Every single one of them, they really have. The first one was Alex Slater. She came with me to doing my program in the 11th grade, very nervous, very uptight. She's a graduate of Norwood High School, went on to Syracuse University, graduated last spring, and now she's working in Los Angeles, California, in communications. The second one I have is Ryan Begley. I call him the great one. And he really is. He came in when he was in the 9th grade, had long hair, down here, he didn't know me, I didn't know him, okay? He's now at Syracuse University as a sophomore. And he said to me, I said to him one night, I says, Ryan, how can I do live programming? He says, well, why don't you and I work together and we'll do that. The next program I did, and from then on, live programming. That's not an easy thing to do because you go on at 6 o'clock and you go off at 6:30, and that's what happens. He was just great. Tessa McGuire, recent graduate of Norwood High School, first year of college. Her and I were on the road right after she graduated from Norwood High School. We did some programming to promote businesses in the town of Norwood, and now she's a freshman at college. And the last one is Erin Crowley. Comes up to the studio, runs around like a little puppet, doing everything. But when 6 o'clock comes, we're on, and she does a great job. She's a senior. I just want to also mention my son, Tom Jr., he come in here from Colorado, and my niece, Joanne Kelly, who's from Wilmington, Massachusetts. And you know what? Take care of those youths because they deserve it. Thank you.
Tom. Issues and Political Process, Professional Division, our 3rd place winner. Access Spotlight, New York State Assemblywoman Michelle Schimmel. Shirley Ann Bruno, Mike Peters, and Erica Bradley, the Public Access TV Corporation of Lake Success, New York. Second place, Quincy Votes, Election 2013, Quincy Access Television. And in first place, QPTV presents Meet the Candidates for Queensborough President Forum 2013. Daniel Leone, Rosalind Nieves, and Clifford Jacobs, QPTV, Flushing, New York.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Your Voice, Your Choice, Your Vote 2013. I'm Rosalind Nieves.
And I'm Cliff Jacobs. This is Democracy in Action, a race for Queensborough President. And on primary day, Tuesday, September 10th, you will be making an important decision.
Your decision will impact the future of over 2.2 million people in Queens. The borough president acts as an advocate at the mayoral agencies, the city council, the New York state government, public corporation, and private businesses.
As a community access station, we have an obligation to ensure that our viewers have an opportunity to know as much as possible about each candidate.
Live event programming professional. Third place goes to Decision 2013, Election Night, New TV. Second place, NHS TV, Update After Dark, Halloween Edition Live. NHS TV program, Jeb Brunt, NPA TV, Norwood, Massachusetts. And our first place winner, Thanksgiving Day Football, Chris Miller, Peter Gay, North TV, North Attleboro, Massachusetts.
November 22nd, 1973. Over 7,000 spectators lined Community Field on Thanksgiving Day morning. They did not know it at the time, but those fans were about to witness local sports history. The Attleboro Blue Bombardiers led the North Attleboro Red Rocketeers 12-7 in the closing seconds, when North quarterback Jack Rio connected with halfback Paul Lacasse on a 52-yard aerial bomb with a winning touchdown on the game's final play. The dramatic victory not only gave the Red Rocketeers a 24-23 game edge in the series, it launched North Attleboro football. The Big Red have been just that since that one-point win, compiling over 300 victories and 9 Super Bowl championships. On Thanksgiving Day, they have dominated their rivals, winning 33 times, losing only 4 with 2 ties. The Blue Bombardiers are hoping that today is the day they reverse that trend.
Next up is News and Magazine, non-professional. Third place, the Crystal Heart Show, Crystal Heart, Manhattan Neighborhood Network. Second place, DCAT Holiday Special, Danvers Community Access Television members, DCAT Danvers, Massachusetts. And in first place, NHS Mustang Magazine episode number 10, Jeb Brunt, NPA TV, Norwood, Massachusetts.
This month, the Mustang Magazine crew explored controversial topics within the walls of Norwood High School. We visited the firehouse to remember firefighter Faye and traveled to Boston for a journalism conference. See all that and more on this month's edition of Mustang Magazine. Here's your hosts, Jess Murphy and Robert Way.
Hello and welcome to Mustang Magazine. I'm Jess Murphy.
And I'm Robbie Way. Recently, Norwood High School has reinstated the Pledge of Allegiance at the start of the school day.
Hi, I'm Michael O'Donnell, and
I would like to thank the AMC and MPA TV for the equipment that they allow us to use during Mustang Magazine. So thank you.
Next up is News and Magazine Professional, our second place winner, currently in Quincy Access Television, and we have a tie for first place. First up is North Shore Infrastructure, Sean Donahue and the LinCam staff, LinCam in Massachusetts.
If you look at the front from the back, this is the A, B, C.
All right, A, B, C posts.
There are pins on the couch which attach to the door latch. They're actually really strong reinforced steel. So the hinges, which are located here and here, and then up front along the A-post, it's easy for us to cut those. So if you want to open up this door, an alternative to going from here is actually to open it up this way, ripping the door off.
So basically just hammer and a nail. All right, good? Yep.
What you want to do is just try and get it in.
Get it in there?
Yep.
Cool.
And then you want to spread them. Okay.
Cool.
So now we can close them.
Close them, get it back in there.
Get it in there a little bit better. Okay, so yeah, now we got a pretty good spot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, opening the door.
I get all jazzed up when I come to this event. A lot of people ask me, what do you do at work? And it's a lot of it's spent behind the computer, like you guys. Making the shows fun. We were firefighters for a day, we were beekeepers for a day. This show's great to make, but our function in public access is really more important. What we do is enable members of the community to exercise their First Amendment rights via broadcast media. And I think that's probably one of the most important things that we do, and that's why I really love public access. I'd like to thank the Alliance, this guy Dave Riley is my camera guy, as well as our membership and the members of the community in Lynn. Thank you guys, and good luck this year.
Our second first place winner in this category is Access, Amanda Wheeler, Rutland Region Community Television, PEG TV, Vermont.
Kit's wife Mickey passed away last year. At 89 years old, Kit's well aware his days here are dwindling. After decades of hard labor building trails to different viewing spots, creating a Japanese garden with meditation pools and sculptures, Kit's making it clear he wants a property to stay open to the public for use.
I'm in touch with a conservation organization that is going to take it over. They don't want their name used yet because they haven't officially acquired it, but they will be within the next few months, I hope, and then they'll make an announcement. But they will keep it open as it is now, and we'll keep someone here to keep it open to do the job I've been doing.
Kit's already trained his replacement, Alyssa Bennett, to take over the reins of managing the property and day-to-day operations.
She's set up to take over when I die. Matter of fact, she's taken over already. And that's just as well because I'm not in the shape I used to be.
Thank you, everybody. My name is Stacy Kent, and I'm the Outreach Director for PEG TV. And this is our producer and host, Amanda Wheeler, who does 80% of the work on this news magazine. On behalf of PEG TV, we would like to thank the ACM Northeast for this recognition. And Access premiered 4 years ago as a way for us to inform our residents of Rutland County of all the positive news going on. But since then, it has grown into so much more. We now highlight community members. We do weekly segments on health. We do topics very important to seniors. And we do spotlights on area athletes, musicians, and we even offer gardening tips to our residents. It's also turned into a great outreach vehicle for our station. As our crews go out to shoot these segments, we really do reach a lot of residents that unfortunately don't even know they have a public access station in their county. So it's been a wonderful vehicle for us to get more VIPs into the studio. The goal for Access was to become a financially self-sustaining show, and we're happy to report we have achieved that. through our underwriting program. And I'd like to thank those underwriters now. And those are the Rutland Regional Medical Center, the Rutland Area Visiting Nurses Association and Hospice, Castleton College, and Heritage Family Credit Union. Other people I'd like to thank is our PEG TV staff, our PEG TV board members, our executive director, Michael Valentine, and everybody else in the community who has been so welcoming into letting us into their doors and doing segments.
Thanks.
Next up is Municipal and Government Professional Division, third place, Hingham Selectmen's Regatta. Eric Dresser, James Walsh, Brian Hebert, Hingham Community Access and Media. Second place, CDBG, Building Blocks of Your Community. Stephen M. Kessinger, City of Newton Planning Department, New TV. And our first place winner, City of Peabody Restaurant Week 2013, Courtney Dent and Dave Kendrickin, Peabody Access Telecommunications.
We will be talking with head chef Raphael and trying some of his most famous dishes.
So that's chicken. This is a breaded cutlet of chicken. Here I'm going to have some already blanched off butternut squash. So we're going to take some of our fresh potatoes that we do daily. While that cooks, I'm going to keep an eye on the squash. I'm going to caramelize some of the sides of the squash. You get some of those natural sugars. A lot of people don't understand that vegetables have sugars also, squash being one of those. You start caramelizing something, a little salt will bring out some natural sugars. So over here we're going to take some of our freshly roasted cremini mushrooms. And then I have some pre-roasted fennel, which adds a little bit of anise flavor to the dish. If there was one dish we made more than others right now, I think our signature to say is, and everybody loves them, is steak tips.
So just real quick, Restaurant Week is part of the City of Peabody's largest event of the year, which is also our largest production, International Festival Week, and we also cover the festival itself with live entertainment for 6.5 hours nonstop with a crew of 27 people. So it's a big week, and it's a great way to partner with the city in general.
We actually got some sponsors out of this event too, because we went to so many of the restaurants, so that was a plus for us. So thank you to the Alliance, and I also want to thank all of the judges that participated this year. There were a lot of entries, and you guys did a lot of work, so I just want to take this opportunity to thank all of you. Thank you.
Our next category is PEG Advocacy. Our third place winner is Access, Democracy in the Digital Age. Jason Figuera, Anthony Saldana, and Public Access Producers Everywhere, QPTV, East Elmhurst, New York. Second place, QPTV presents Youth Services Promo. Daniel J. Leone and Rosalind Nieves and Lucia Drogosh, QPTV, Flushing, New York. And our first place winner, Peabody TV, the documentary. Courtney Kent, Peabody Access Telecommunications.
The former facility of Comcast, which was right down the street from where we are now. It was like a little 2x4, very plain.
When we first moved into this space, it was an empty warehouse. Nothing was built up. We didn't have any furniture.
And we worked off of just a card table.
And we barely had any heat. We had no phone, no internet. We stole it when we sat at the stairwells.
In fact, we would have to run home to do the printing. We didn't even have a printer here at the studio at that time.
It was really fun starting this facility with Natalie at my side, and it established really a close relationship with all of us who were here at the beginning, and it set the tone for where we are today. Our mission is to teach residents of the community video production and enable them to produce content for their community channel.
What community media allows is access to high-end equipment at a very minimal membership cost.
And it's certainly been great for Peabody Access Telecommunications, and on behalf of Camille Bartlett, Executive Director, Ben Meadows, our production coordinator over in the corner taking pictures today. We're growing, we're expanding, we're actually building out another 4,000 square feet right below us. Our ascertainment is next month, so we are continuing to grow, and we look forward to another 10 years of serving the community. So.
Next up is Music and Performance, Non-Professional Division, third place. Live Jazz Sessions, Barbara Alex, BevCam. Second place, West Houston Presents, West Houston, 4 Village Studio, New York. And first place, Live Around the Studio, Brian Thompson, BevCam.
What you guys are at tonight is really red hot. Now,
Thank you.
Will you play a couple more numbers for us?
Oh, yes, absolutely. We'd love to.
Okay, so here they are again, the Boston Horns.
Thank you.
Hello again. I'm accepting this award on behalf of the producer, Brian Thompson, who could not be here today because he is a professional musician and happens to be doing a gig down in Boston. So he puts in a painstaking amount of time and effort to get the gigs. The people that you saw were the Boston Horns there. Work with the program, work with our ED, who also happens to be the host of the program, to get this done. Spends a ton of time editing to produce a product like that. And again, he'd probably say thank you to the ACMNE, thanks to the BevCam staff. Have a good day.
Music and Performance Professional, third place. Call Me Maybe parody, MATV Kids Video Adventure Workshop, Haley Howe and Ron Cox, Malden, Massachusetts, MATV. Second place, MMTV Soundstage, Mark Dustin, Krista Thomas, and Mike Miner, MMTV Melrose, Massachusetts. And in first place, Be a Hero, Sue Richard and Beverly Tavares, New Bedford Cable Network.
Take a stand. Lend a hand. Take a stand.
Lend a hand.
Take a stand.
Lend a hand.
Be a hero. Be a hero. Be a hero. Be a hero.
Segregated, dominated, stick around, stand your ground, so you know that you're not jaded and won't be persuaded to make them feel hated. Show them reaction, be strong, take action.
Next category is PEG Promo PSA, non-professional. Second place, Skit Chat PSA, Carissa Angelo, Charlie Boshin, and Caitlin Obiga, BevCam. First place, Lugubrious PSA, Owen Bolus, Brian Longo, and Ian Griff, also BevCam.
You know, so many questions for life.
honor to have your mind blown. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Prepare to have your mind blown.
Thank you.
Prepare to have your mind blown.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to run out of stuff to say pretty soon. So this actually, what you're seeing here is the two ones that we won. This is done by our studio production class, who unfortunately, because it's a holiday weekend and school's out, have no interest in coming here. But this is done by the studio production class, who spend a lot of time. We don't have to do anything. We just train them, and we're located inside the high school, and they just go. And so that's been very fun to see a lot of things that they have done, shows that they have produced, skits, everything. And so we're, again, appreciative to the ACMNE and all the people here, so because they made this happen. Thank you.
PEG Promo PSA Professional, second place, RETN Connects Community in Schools, Doug Dubabin, Yuki Soga, and Liam Maxwell, RETN, Burlington, Vermont. And we have another first place tie. First up, Concord TV Holiday Greeting, Sean McHenry, Josh Hardy, and Chris Gentry, Concord TV.
Happy holidays, Concord TV, and I have some gifts for you. I got an edit course. And for you, Doris.
It's a producer support program, just where I wanted. Yeah. Thank you, Santa.
And for Emmett.
Hey, this is what I wanted. A sports headset. Ooh, I can plan.
And for you, Sean, a Knox router.
Oh, thanks, Santa. Just what I wanted.
And for you, Bernadette.
Santa, how did you know? I can convert the VHS to DVDs. Thank you.
Santa, where's my gift?
Oh, I got an extra special gift for you.
A hum eliminator and coal.
Oh, there he is. He was doing the I'm going to keep it short. Thanks to, of course, our whole staff. Robert Morrow, who couldn't be here, Emmett Collins. Thanks to Josh for letting us kind of beat him up on camera. And yeah, that Knox router was actually one that had just broken and we just replaced. So yeah, thanks everyone. Yeah.
Let our tech guy get back in this chair. Our other first place winner, Your Vision Channeled Promo, New TV, Newton, Massachusetts.
Hi, on behalf of New TV, we'd like to thank the Northeast Region ACM, and on behalf of Executive Director Bob Kelly, he thanks you as well.
Next up is local attractions, non-professional. Only our first place winner, Beverly Bootstrap's Best Chef Competition 2013, BevCam.
Start your engines. Let's go.
Hello again. If somebody wants me to help me carry this stuff out to the car after this is all over, that'd be great. Yeah. I only have two hands, so I'm just saying. So levity, getting in all seriousness, rewind that. In all seriousness, though, this was the Beverly Bootstraps Best Chef Competition, which we've done for the last few years. Beverly Bootstraps Community Services in Beverly helps feed and educate a lot of people who cannot help themselves, and we are very, very happy to be community partners with them. When it comes to doing this every year, we're more than happy to say, here, we'll help you do this, make this happen, because it ends up being an auction, great food, good time, great chance for people to come into the community and see what's going on. Thank you.
Local attractions professional, North Shore Veterans Appreciation Parade in third place, David Riley Jr., Sean Donahue, and the LinCam staff, LinCam TV. Second place, QPTV presents Queens Art Express Block Party, Daniel J. Leone, Rosalind Nieves, QPTV Flushing, New York. And our first place winner, The Road to Peabody. They've been up here quite a bit too. Treadwell's Ice Cream, Dave Kendrickin, Elaine McCabe, and Courtney Kent, Peabody Access Telecommunications.
Dave, nice to meet you.
Nice to see you, Dave.
So where are we right now? What is this place?
This is world-famous Treadwell's
World famous Treadwell's Ice Cream, Peabody, Mass?
Peabody, Mass.
All right, well, you mind if I come back there?
I'd love to have you.
How long have you guys been here?
This place has been here since 1946. We've owned it since 2000.
What was the reason for that investment? What made you think you want to do the
I
ice
was
cream?
a manager at GE. My wife was a teacher, and we live in the neighborhood. And we knew what it could do if it was reinvigorated, and we wanted to try a second career. So,
I mean, did you ever think that you'd be someone that owned an ice cream parlor?
No.
You just, the idea kind of came to you?
Yeah, well, I wanted to own my own business, and this was a viable business.
Right. And how is the business on the off season?
Tremendous.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
When it's cold?
Oh, yeah.
People still
the line's
shovel
out,
it?
line's
shovel
out
it?
the door.
And I promise I'll sit down after this one. I won't get up. Great way to show several community institutions, including Treadwell's Ice Cream, where I actually worked when I was growing up. So just these partnerships help a lot with our programming. Look forward to more.
School and Educational is next, non-professional division, third place, Schoolhouse Talk, BHS Studio Production Class, BevCam. Second place, School Spotlight, Kathy Yaffa, BevCam. And in first place, Vocational Informational Video, Colby Tedisco and Christopher Vassar, Peabody Access Telecommunications.
Hi, I'm
Allie Bortone, and I'm a senior.
I'm David Apostolidis, and I'm a senior.
And we want to welcome you to Peabody Veterans Memorial High School.
Choosing your core classes might be easy, but selecting the right elective can be difficult and even overwhelming.
We're here to welcome you, the incoming freshmen, to the exciting world of the Peabody Vocational Technical Program. You're about to take part in the daunting task of selecting your course schedule.
To help you with this process, we would like to present to you the Vocational Technical Program at PVMHS.
All right, so I just want to thank my amazing TV teacher, Christopher Vassar. He helped me so much throughout all of this. He was absolutely amazing, helped me learn so much. Thank you for this.
School and Education Professional Division, third place. Show Your True Colors, Jeff Capone, MHS Videography, Merrimack TV. Second place, Distracted Driving, Sarah Beal and Sarah Manal, Town of Barnstable, Channel 18 in Massachusetts. And first place, Common Roots, Food for Thought, Brenda Gleason, Carol McQuillan, and Jess Wilson, RETN, Burlington, Vermont.
We think putting the buying power to the hands of children to select their own nourishing foods is a good idea.
By engaging children at a younger age, we're hoping to build a healthier population going forward.
I'm Carol McQuillan. I'm the director of Common Roots, which is a nonprofit that enhances food education to children in schools and community, and we run 4 amazing programs. Common Roots begins our program with food education in the classroom that connects to changing food systems in our cafeteria with new menu items that are nourishing foods for kids every day. And we involve the community in that through our farmers market, where we extend the season of education with our pop club every Sunday at our market for 20 weeks during the summer season.
As a farm-to-school educator, I work in the classrooms, I work in the cafeteria, and I work in the school gardens.
Thank you very much for the recognition, and we are so proud of our college interns who do a great deal of work, and when we can connect them with our elementary schools and other schools, it's just a wonderful combination. And of course, food, which is always a good thing. Thanks.
Science, Health, and Spirituality is next, non-professional. We have 3 third-place winners. First up, Parkinson's Disease Awareness Month Patient Information Night, Howard Porter, Stoneham TV. Also, Final Frontier, Catherine Bradford, BevCam. And Medicine of the Future, Dr. Alexander Angeloff, BevCam. Second place, The Glorious Gospel, Catherine Curry and Laura Curry, Methuen Community Television. And first place, Let's Get Physical, Peter Harmeling and Tom Falls, BevCam.
So, Tara, I'm going to have you turn around so we can see your shoulder blade. And we'll talk about a couple things that'll relate to some injuries we're going to discuss in just a few minutes. So if Tara lifts her arm all the way up overhead, you can see that her shoulder blade, which is right here, okay? Can you do that again, Tara? Her shoulder blade kind of rotates upward and downward as she moves her arm and her shoulder. Now, Tara, can you reach forward and cross to your right, come across? So as she crosses her arm, the shoulder blade glides. It moves on the rib cage. And come on back, okay? So if we put the 2 together, come on all the way down, Tara, please. Thank you. It would look like this if you could see the bones with a live x-ray. Sometimes we call that a fluoroscope, Pete. Can you lift that up all the way to your ear? And down.
I think this is the last time I'm going to be up. I hope so. It was funny because two of the members who were going to accept this award just had to leave, so it's me again. On behalf of the Alliance for Community Media Northeast, thank you, or not on behalf of webcam staff, Tom and his staff, Gara, and the guys at Farmling Physical Therapy, thank you again.
Science, Health, and Spirituality Professional Division, third place, Seasons of Sandy Neck, Piping Plovers. Sarah Beal, Lynn Poyant, Town of Barnstable, Channel 18. Second place, the Nantucket Project is Science God. Janelle Ferry, Kate Brosnan, Tom Scott, Nantucket Community Television. And first place, QPTV presents Noel, A Night of Everlasting Love. Daniel J. Leone and Rosalind Nieves and Brian Chan, QPTV, Flushing, New York.
Ave Maria, gratia plena, Maria, gratia plena, Maria, gratia plena, Ave, Ave Dominus, Dominus tecum, benedicta tui mulieribus.
Student programming up next, non-professional. Second place tie, Fathom News, Robbie Short, Ryan Slater, and Jonathan Joyce, BevCam. Second place, Promise Tomorrow music video, Melinda Garfield and Alexi Riebman, New TV. And first place, Marty and Martha Finale, Matthew Magavero, Colby Todisco, Devi Capo, Peabody Access Television.
Yeah, he's here. No, he's not sleeping, for once. Okay, all right. Well, we're about to film the... Oh. Okay, I'll let him know. Martin, we have a problem.
If that was the police, I'm not the owner of Marty's Donuts. They've been complaining to me for weeks.
What? No, that was Martha. She needs you to go down to City Hall and meet her in the water treatment office.
That Martha always hated me, just because I was Sapienza's favorite.
Martin, it sounded like an emergency. You guts to go down.
No!
Yes.
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
I'll tell Miss Maniatis you stole the donuts from the faculty room this morning.
No!
We'll film the show later. Go, it sounded like an emergency.
Okay, I'll see you guys later.
So this is a really special project for our TV class. It really meant a lot to us. I want to thank our lead actor, Matt McGavro. He doesn't actually talk like that. He was a really big inspiration for me, and he was a really good sport throughout filming. I want to thank PAT for providing us with a lot of the equipment that we used. That was really imperative to having good sound and everything. And everybody else that was involved. It was really a fun process, and I'd love to do it again. Thank you.
Sports programming is next, non-professional division. Third place, Sports Rap, Frank T. Walsh and Michael Widger, Weymouth, Massachusetts. Second place, Workplace Confidence, Michelle Kerrigan, Four Village Studio, Floral Park, New York. And our first place winner, CHS Sports, Charlie Russell and Peter Burgess, Concord TV.
again. And, oh, is there a fumble?
Concord has the ball again.
Let's wait. Let's see.
Well, turnovers have been big here.
I haven't seen anything from the
refs yet.
The refs. I'm waiting. Concord pretty excited. And they do. They have the turnover.
Hey, so
that's the second turnover that the Crimson Tide have gotten so far this half.
Concord takes over at the 23, so.
Wow. Big play for the Crimson Tide. That's exactly something they needed right now. They got the one they needed the first time. They got this one as well. Ball certainly bouncing the way of the Crimson Tide this first half.
So Concord winning the battle of the field position here, particularly with the fumble. 7:20 left.
Well, and the last one resulted in 6 points for the Crimson Tide, so they had to drive quite a ways to get it. But
Law with it.
Law with the ball, running to the 10, down at the 5-yard line.
I want to thank ACM Northeast for the honor, which I share with Peter. We've been partners in broadcast for over 10 years, done hundreds of games, and had lots of fun doing them. We want to thank the City of Concord and PEG Access, and especially my wife for sharing all these games away from home. But the backstory is we almost didn't get to do the game. All of the hundreds of high school games we've done, the governing body said, this is too big a game, we're going to have our own people there. And the New Hampshire Alliance for Community Media and Bill Jennings stood up and literally fought with the organization to get us the right. We didn't get into the booth, but we were out in the stands, which helped us gain the excitement, and we were able to capture that and preserve it. And so we thank Bill Jennings and the New Hampshire Alliance for Community Media. You'd hate to think that there's a First Amendment right to do a football game when it's a hometown game, and we really enjoyed doing it, and we've had a lot of fun. Thank you. Thank you.
Sports programming professional, third place, Midnight Madness basketball, Peter Johnson, Tom King, and Brian Schnee, Nashua ETV. Second place, AB Colonials football at Lowell, Mark Shire, Rick Dagon, and Shane Brown, Acton TV. And first place, 37th Annual New Bedford Half Marathon, New Bedford Cable Network.
So the winner of the New Bedford Half Marathon is coming into Jack Peterson's viewpoint anytime now. He is Ruben Sanka, and Jack, I'll hand it off to you as you should see him now.
Put your hands together for your 2014 New Bedford Half Marathon winner from the Whirlaway Racing Team, Ruben Sanka. The New Bedford Half Marathon, the 2014 edition. And coming in to the finish line as your third finisher, Dan Vistello from the Central Mass Striders. Robert Gibson from Brookline. And we celebrate our fifth finisher.
Next up is Profile Talk Show, non-professional. Third place, The Empty Chair, Exposing Addiction. Phil Leahy, Colleen Leahy, and Carol Ann Rousseau, Methuen Community Television. Second place, Wise Friends, School on Wheels of Massachusetts, Veronica Wiseman, Sharon, Massachusetts. And first place, WHAM 2020, The Bra Show, Aaron Hazlitt, Greater North Shore Access Television in Vermont.
Hey everybody, welcome to WHAM 2020. I'm so happy to have you guys back for my second episode. Today we are going to be talking to Joy from Joy, All Things Under Things, talking about bras and ladylike and entrepreneurship. We are also going to start our episode off talking about a bigger picture theme that is happening in southern Vermont. I work at one of the most popular restaurants in Manchester. It's called The Perfect Wife. It's pretty great. Something that I'm working on is trying to bring more people into this late night scene. A couple of years ago, when I was 21, 22, It was so busy. There were so many people there. I could literally walk in and I would be able to talk to 20 to 30 people at a time. Now, it's not like that. So what is going on? Where is everybody? Facebook, huge part of my life. Spend a lot of time on there. Strangely, I learned a lot of really useful information.
Thank you. I'm very excited to receive this award. Wham 2020 was the first TV show that I sort of started making in public access. A huge thank you to Tammy Riley and all of her staff at GNAT. Has been absolutely helpful and inspiring, and it's been a really encouraging opportunity. This episode was focused on the heroin epidemic that was in Vermont that still is happening, and sort of some solutions to the problem, and that would be entrepreneurship. And then the bra show came from a local entrepreneur who started a bra shop. So we added some fun to something really serious and something life-changing. This has brought around a lot of opportunities for me. Public access and community television is fantastic. I couldn't do it without the support of my family and my friends. That's what our community is. And keep an eye out. Hopefully our Young Pro show will be here under a professional title next year. Thank you.
Profile Talk Show Professional, third place, Malden Square Cancer Show. Barbara Tolstrup and James Mudge, MATV, Malden, Massachusetts. Second place, Greenbrier Nature Center, Sarah Beal and Sarah Manal, Town of Barnstable, Channel 18 in Massachusetts. And first place, All Things Victorian, John Thomas Grant, Victoriana Lady Lisa, Cape Ann TV.
A proper Victorian lady would have on gloves. She would have her hat. She would also have a parasol. Victorian ladies did not go out in the sun. If you had a tan, you were considered part of the working class. So it was a sign of prestige if you had very pale skin during that era. So ladies would use parasols and their hats and sometimes even fans to shield themselves from the sun. The first thing that a Victorian woman puts on in the morning, as you learned from the last show, were her stockings. So this is really her first accessory of the morning. It's not the corset, contrary to popular belief. Again, the corset would rub her skin, so that went on after the undergarments were layered. Now, these are a very unique pair of boots in that before 1900, they didn't have a left and a right foot. And now you know what grandmother wore. We want to thank you so much for this honor. We thank the Alliance for Community Media. We want to thank Cape Ann TV, everyone there for all that they do. I want to especially thank my soulmate and co-producer, John Grant, who works a lot of hours to make me look good. I started collecting antique clothing when I was 15 years old. It's really a privilege for me to be able to have this opportunity to promote history. We're very excited about our upcoming episodes, so stay tuned. You are going to be dazzled.
And may I add, long live the Queen.
Up next is General Talk Show, Non-Professional Division, third place. Local Music Scene with Alan Estes and Peter Van Ness, Cape Ann TV. Second place, The Way Home, Feral Cats, Steve Dunning, Doug Radwitz, and Harriet Cole, Greater North Shore Access Television. And first place, The Antique Road Test, Walter Gosden, 4 Village Studio.
To another edition of the Antique Road Test in studio alongside your regular host Walter Gosden. I'm Larry Davidson. Now Walter, this is not your typical dining room table. What do we have in front of everybody?
We have mascots and hood ornaments that were fitted to the
front end of mostly on the top of the radiator of a car built prior to World War II. When cars were first made, they had a radiator right out front, obviously for cooling the engine. And as means of identification, the manufacturers realized they could put a little badge at the top of the radiator to tell what kind of car it was, or a script on the right in front of the radiator core. And on the top, they had a plain cap. Screw cap looks like something you'd screw on the top of a radiator to keep the water in. There was no pressurized system like we have now. So they had a plain cap on it.
Walter Gosden keeps history alive in our village of Floral Park, so I am very honored to accept this award for him and for 4 Village Studio, and to thank the Alliance.
General Talk Show Professional, 3rd place, Barnstable Today, 12/19/2013, Sarah Beal and Sarah Manal, Town of Barnstable, Channel 18. 2nd place, QPTV presents Have Pen Will Write, Part 2, Daniel Leone, Clifford Jacobs, and Madeline Johnson, QPTV, Flushing, New York. And our 1st place winner, Animal Adventures, Shane Brown, Rick Dagan, and Ron Zimmerman, Acton TV.
This guy, my hand over here is okay?
Yeah, he's awesome. His name is Gideon. He still lives in my home. He does go out on some presentations, and during what we call our extreme tours, the staff will come over and get him. He just never made the adjustment to the animal center. The exotic animals freak him out. I tried putting him, he's called a prosimian. He's a lesser primate. I tried putting him over with his cousins, the lemurs, and
no, he's not having it.
He's like, no. If you saw the movie Madagascar, they have King Julian as the lemur, and then Maurice is probably supposed to be a bush baby, I'm thinking, because he looks just like one. And these guys are from Africa. They have a nice stronghold in yeah, it's cute, huh? In Tanzania. And they call them bush babies. It's just an old tale where they say some of the African tribal people thought that they were being surrounded by like African pygmies because they look in the bushes and they see these eyes glowing. And that's just one of many stories that I've heard and studied. But so their eyes will glow, and they do stay lower in the bush sometimes. They can climb incredibly, but just different levels of the trees and different places, you have different predators.
Thank you. I've had a lot of time to sit here and think about exactly how I'm going to do my speech. But truth be told, the show is all me and had nothing to do with anybody else. So thank you and good day. No, kidding, really quick. Thank my crew, Richard Degon, Ed Laquadera, whose name should really be on here and who couldn't make it today, so I apologize for that. My wife, who if I don't thank her will kill me when I get back to the table. And we're still a really new studio, so this is huge for us. So next year we hope to have a lot more. We're working on a lot more things this year, so next year we hope to be up here quite a few more times. So thank you and good day.
Our final category today is the overall excellence in public educational and governmental access. Our first award winner is budget of $750,000 and above, RETN, Regional Educational Television Network, Burlington, Vermont.
This is RETN, Channel 16, right here in, where are we? Burlington. Watch and learn.
My name is Nissa Coppola, and I am a design and technology teacher and social studies teacher at South Burlington High School. What's been fantastic for me is to be able to send my students off to internships with RETN. I think it's a great bridge, especially for students that are looking at going into digital media as a career.
You have no idea how happy you have made my colleague, Drew. I'd like to thank the Alliance and all of you for honoring us this year with this. This has been a wonderful year for RETN. Not only was our executive director honored yesterday with the Chuck Sherwood Leadership Award, which we're very proud of, we also, RETN, were lucky and fortunate enough to be honored at the National Alliance Conference as the Educational Access Overall Excellence, which was not good enough for Drew. He thought we needed to be competing with public educational and government access, not just educational. So we submitted this year into the PEG category here, and it brought a smile to his face. And I thank you for that, but mostly we work with so many wonderful people, the partners who showed up today, Rosemary and Bobby. It's wonderful to have them be part of us, and we work with great people in Vermont. So thank you for this honor, thank you for this award, we really appreciate it.
Overall excellence in PEG for a budget of $500,000 and above, the Public Access TV Corporation, Lake Success, New York.
After over 10 years of negotiating a renewal of franchise with our local cable company, PATV received the capital funding to renovate the studio that was initially installed in 2001. By the beginning of 2013, the studio was ready to start production. In January, PATV hosted open houses for community residents and local organizations. Training workshops began for veteran and new program producers and crew. In April, PATV had our official ribbon cutting at the studio, which is located at 1111 Marcus Avenue in Lake Success. For the year 2013, 185 new programs were produced by PATV, community residents, and organizations. Over 6,000 hours of programming was cablecast to our community. Last year, our organization and individual producers received 4 national awards, including Overall Excellence for PATV.
Well, on behalf of Public Access Television Corporation, I want to thank the Alliance for Community Media Northeast. We wouldn't be able to do this without our great staff, all our excellent producers, and all of our volunteers. Thank you.
Our next overall excellence winner is in the budget category of $250,000 to $500,000, NPA-TV, Norwood, Massachusetts.
Hi, my name is Mr. Brunt. I am the TV production teacher here at Norwood High School. Norwood High School and NPA have formed a nice partnership where NPA provides equipment for the students to use, including a TV studio and some nice editing computers. And in exchange, the students have access to all the staff and equipment that they have available. The day starts with NHS Update, which is a live daily newscast. Students arrive early to produce the program, and it is broadcast to the classrooms and to the viewers at home. There are 4 levels of TV with 100 students enrolled. Students learn the basics of TV production, starting with the basics of the TV studio, including all of the cameras and switching equipment, but it also includes storytelling, which starts in the actual classroom with writing and shooting and producing content here on the computers. We also produce Mustang Magazine, which is a show that is hosted by students and showcases student work.
Hi, my name is Jack Tolman, and I'm the station manager for Norwood Public Access. I'm proud and honored to accept this award on behalf of our board of directors, the staff, and the entire town of Norwood. We were formed 10 years ago, and this is a great way, I feel, to celebrate our 10th anniversary. In the past year of this award range, we did over 700 shows, and I feel that is, on the high side, we have three members of the staff are full-time. We have about 6 part-time staffers, but we all come together, and that includes public access, educational, and government, and 740 shows, actually. And I'm proud of that. We take pride that we're not just located in Norwood, but we have become a part of Norwood. In my opinion, the success of Norwood Public Access is the result of teamwork and partnerships that were formed in the past 10 years. We have monthly programs and segments highlighting the Norwood Fire Department, the Police Department, the library, the Senior Center, the DPW. And I feel that when you work together and everybody's on the same page, that is how we can make a difference. The town government, from the superintendent of schools to the town manager to the selectman to the principal, we are located in Norwood High School. Everyone is on the same page with our mission. The school department and NPA formed a partnership, and we have become not only a part of Norwood, but I feel we've become part of the school experience for many students. I did not know that Beverly had their studio was up in the high school, so I'm going to reach out and maybe go up there for a tour. And Peabody, looks like there's a lot of exciting things going on there, and I'd like to perhaps visit them. And what I'd like to do is, Norwood is right on 95. If anybody wants to come by and see, our studio is only 4 years old. The high school is it's brand new. If anybody wants to come by Norwood, this is an open invitation. Before I close, I would like to remind us that we're all, that public access is one of the last surviving concepts that is truly local. It was mentioned earlier this afternoon. We broadcast hyper-local content that keeps our viewers connected to their towns. That's very important to me. And it's not the equipment that we have, but it's really how we use it. In closing, I'd like to thank the staff, Megan Staffia Corbett, Mike Maloof, Erica McLaughlin, Sarah Sullivan for all their hard work. I'd like to thank our board of directors for their guidance. I'd like to thank Scott Murphy for taking a ride up from Norwood today in the rain today for being here. That means a lot, Scott. Thank you. In closing, I've already closed twice. I want to thank the public access producers, volunteers, and announcers. And of course, I'd like to thank all our viewers in Norwood. And finally, I want to thank the ACMNE for honoring us with your overall excellence award. Thank you.
Next, overall excellence in pay in the budget category of $100,000 to $250,000. Marblehead Community Access and Media, Marblehead, Massachusetts.
The Marblehead Drain Project on Atlantic Avenue has moved into a new construction phase. In preparation for a large piece of equipment to be installed, a trench will be dug across the roadway in front of Phillips and Lee Service Station. As of this taping on July 18th, Atlantic Avenue has not been completely closed as outbound traffic has been able to get through, but inbound traffic is being diverted at Hawk Street to Washington Street and then to Five Corners, where you can access the businesses on Atlantic Avenue on the other side of the trench. On this week's Marblehead's Big Dig the Hole story, Robert Simonelli of the Chamber of Commerce checks in with some of the businesses right near the construction to see how they're faring.
You say, thanks, John. You know, here we are on Atlantic Ave. You can see that the construction is well underway now. And we see some of the police officers, some of the crew over here discussing some upcoming details. But we're going to put on our hard hat and get ready to get into the project here.
So you recognize John Caswell and James Maroney. This is MHTV. This is the staff. To win this really takes a lot of hard work by a lot of people, but we don't complain about having a small staff. We just complain about not having enough hours in the day. So we really appreciate the recognition from the ACMNE. We were fortunate enough to be recognized on the national level this year too. And so what's left, I guess we can only aspire to reaching one of those higher budget categories. So thank you very much.
Our final award in the overall excellence category of the budget of up to $100,000, WPAA TV and Media Center, Wallingford, Connecticut.
close to the last word, I guess. As a small station, we can only submit in the non-professional category because we are pretty much 99.9% volunteer, which includes me as the full-time volunteer staff ED, and we have Obamacare to thank for that, and the recession, and we did over 600 local programs this year, completely as we, the people of Wallingford, Connecticut. And so I'm very proud to say that my corporate gut has had us keeping up with some of you bigger folks, and I'm really glad and proud to be able to accept this overall excellence based on what my citizens have done with their 1924 barn that they also renovated, and it's a really cool place. So if you're in Connecticut, the middle of Connecticut, definitely visit us, because the barn is now a TV station and black box theater, and we're already almost through 2014, so I hope as I have been sitting there, you're all thinking about what you're going to be sharing here next year. Thank you all, and thank you for the Northeast Alliance volunteers as well.
Let's give one big final round of applause to all the winners. I want to thank you again for joining us today. Our staff photographer, JP Fortier, will be posting a lot of these photos up on our Facebook page, so please check that out, like us, and this is all about you and the great work that you do in all your local communities. We are definitely proud of you. You should be proud of yourselves, and we look forward to the 17th Video Festival about a year from now. Thanks for joining us. Have a safe drive home.